Maple Grove's going to have it.
Right out in front, they score!
Hi there and welcome to Sports Jam for the week of September 14th. I'm John Jacobson.
And I'm Jay Wilcox. This week on the show, highlights from football, volleyball, tennis, and cross country from a big early season meet.
Plus, we'll hear from a ranked local volleyball team, and in our Sports Jam Spotlight, we'll meet the area's top volleyball player.
And let's start with soccer. It's been a great start to the season for the Park Center boys. The Pirates won 4 of their final 6 games last season and were looking to beat an improved Champlin Park team as the Pirates shoot for their 5th win of the season. First half, the Pirates Fuad Tahir takes the corner kick. This one caroms around the front of the Rebels net before Alex Zolnowski puts it away for the Pirates as they net the first goal of the match. After a Champlin Park red card, the Pirates convert on a free kick. Zolnowski with the fake, and Gabriel Vasquez arcs the shot into the top right corner. Park Center celebrates. They lead the Rebels 2-0 at halftime. Second half, and a good lead pass by Sam Moses gives Zolnowski some room to run. He nets his second of the night to make it 3-1 Park Center. The Pirates go on to beat Champlin Park 5-1.
Definitely means a lot to get him against our rivals, and I actually know the goalkeeper personally, so kind of felt a little nice to bring that up with him.
And a big win Saturday for the Pirates as they beat the defending state class AA champions from Anoka. Sam Moses and Fuad Tahir scored for Park Center. The Pirates are now 6-1. Maple Grove won its 5th straight match, beating Blaine 5-1. Ryan DuBois nets a hat trick for the Crimson. Riley Gill added a goal and 2 assists.
In girls soccer, Maple Grove was at home to take on Centennial. Maple Grove trying to clear the ball, but Centennial gets a shot away. Michaela Halford makes the save. No score in the first half. A scoring chance later in the half for Maple Grove, though. Darian Cole to Manon McMahon, but her shot goes wide, and it's still 0-0 at halftime. Second half, and Hannah Bombeck with the shot for Centennial. Halford is there for the save on her way to posting her first career varsity shutout. A handball in the box on Centennial results in a penalty kick and that goal from Meredith Hawkinson. It's the only scoring. The Crimson win 1-0. We'll have more soccer later in the show.
Now to football and a rematch from last season's State Class 6A semifinals. Eden Prairie edged Maple Grove in a great game last November. The Eagles were looking to extend their winning streak to 34 games when they played host to the Crimson. Maple Grove punts, and J.D. Spielman is ready. He quickly cuts to the right to get away from the first 2 pursuers. And then a nice blocking wall sets up. Spielman has great wheels, and they're not going to catch him. Instead of being pinned deep, Spielman takes it back 93 yards to give Eden Prairie a 7-0 lead after 1 quarter. Trailing 7-3, Maple Grove drives inside the EP 5-yard line. Brad Davison rolling left, tries the jump pass into the end zone, but it's picked off by Spielman to preserve a 7-3 halftime lead for the Eagles. Second half, and Alec Hetherington isn't going to be denied. He powers through a tackler for a 12-yard touchdown run. Eden Prairie's lead grows to 14-3. Maple Grove moves the ball fairly well, and this time they convert. Davison with a middle screen to Ryan Hanscom, and he gets to the end zone. The Crimson pull within 14-10 in the third quarter. But guess who grabs the momentum right back? Spielman fields the ensuing kickoff and works his magic again. He's patient at first, then sees an opening. One last little move on the kicker, and Spielman's gone. This return goes for 85 yards, and it's 21-10 Eden Prairie. Maple Grove battles back once again as Hanscom fights his way in for the score, but Eden Prairie holds off the Crimson 28-20. Maple Grove plays Wayzata this week. Osseo and Totino-Grace have had some very good football games in the past few years. Osseo came into their matchup with Grace with a 3-0 record this fall. First quarter, and Ivan Burlak fires out of the backfield, goes 13 yards for the Grace touchdown. Osseo trying to get it back, but the pass is intercepted by Nolan Nielsen in the end zone. Grace adds to the lead as Burlak powers in for another Eagles score and a 14-0 lead. Osseo gets on the board in the second quarter on this 4-yard touchdown run by Tashawn Kelly. Late in the third quarter, Kyle Halverson launches a 41-yard strike to Burlock, putting Grace on top 28-14. And Burlock isn't done. A nice second effort coming up as he gets another touchdown and puts the Eagles in front 35-14. And that's the final. Grace improves to 3-1 with an impressive win.
I have to give credit to the offensive line, and the other running back gave for a fumble, and the fullback. We all did what we could. We did our reading, we did our blocking, and we just did what we could.
The 68th Battle for the Bay Bell between Wayzata and Minnetonka featured a Trojans team looking for its 4th straight win of the season. Wayzata coming off a big win at Prior Lake, and they look sharp on their opening drive of the game. Jake Marsh on 4th down throws to Grant Slavic. The big tight end takes it 25 yards down to the Minnetonka 9-yard line. A couple of plays later, Marsh throws to a wide open Brady Galbraith for a touchdown, and it's 7-0 Trojans. Second quarter, the Wayzata defense brings the pressure on Tonka quarterback Garrett Olson. His pass underthrown and intercepted by Sam LaRose. He'll bring it back 25 yards deep into Tonka territory. A few plays later, Keyshawn Alexuk drills in from 3 yards out, and Wayzata's up 14-3 at the half. First play of the second half, Trojans defensive end Corey King into the Tonka backfield, forcing a fumble. Nick Kramer recovers, and Wayzata has it at the Tonka 18-yard line. Next play, Marsh going to the end zone. Galbraith fights for the ball and brings it in for a touchdown, and it's 21-3 Wayzata. Marsh adds a rushing touchdown on the next drive for the Trojans, and they win it over Minnetonka 28-10.
Well, we're pretty confident in ourselves. We always know the Wayzata Minnetonka is a good matchup, but we had a good practice, a good season so far, so we were ready for it.
The Armstrong and Park Center football teams have each improved the past couple of years. They met up on the Pirates' home field on Friday. Evan McClellan zips in from 8 yards out on Armstrong's first possession. It's quickly 7-0 Falcons. The Armstrong defense brings heavy pressure here on PC's Carl Altenberg. His pass is intercepted by Noah Worden. The ensuing drive is capped off by this 1-yard TD run by Carter Reed, and it's 21-0 Falcons. Great pursuit and tackle here by Armstrong's Jack Layas. As he gets Amani Hooker, that's a safety for the Falcons. And Carlos Barber floats a pass over the middle for Nathan Ball for a 14-yard touchdown strike, putting Armstrong up 37-0. Park Center battles back some, but Armstrong rebounds from a loss to Cooper to win it 44-26.
The Champlin Park football team lost its season opener against Minnetonka, but bounced back with 2 straight wins. The Rebels were after a third when they played at Blaine. A lot of the Bengals fans in red, white, and blue on the anniversary of 9/11. First quarter, the Bengals' Byron Bynum spins into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown. Blaine is up 7-0 after 1. Same score in the third quarter. The Rebels cough it up on a fumble. Blaine's Jackson Haveri scoops up the ball, and he has gone the other way. He takes this one 70 yards for a Blaine touchdown. The Bengals lead it 14-0. The Rebels get on the board on a pass here from Chad Costello to Eldridge Joyce, who hauls it in, a one-handed grab, 19 yards on the TD. Extra point is good. It's 14-7. Down 21-7 in the fourth quarter. It's Costello with time to throw here. Going to Joyce again. He comes down with it in a fight for the ball. Touchdown makes it 21-13. That's the final, though. The Rebels will host Osseo on this Friday night.
John, an interesting week of games there. An impressive outing for Wayzata, staying undefeated in their game. Maple Grove really gave Eden Prairie all they could handle. I think if you take J.D. Spielman out of that game, the Crimson probably win.
And those teams play each other this week, Wayzata and Maple Grove. Next up on Sports Jam, cross-country highlights from a big early season meet. Later we'll meet one of the state's best volleyball players. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sports Jam.
An early season cross-country meet hosted by Hopkins bears the name of 2 longtime Royals coaches. The boys up first at the Bauman Round Invitational on a fall-like day at Gale Woods. And meet namesake Jim Round, one of the spectators. And as expected, the Hopkins guys do quite well. Senior Owen Haft races to the win in a time of 15:54.88. Behind him, 2 of his Royals teammates battle for second. On the right side, Seth Eliasson edges Hunter Stack by 19/100ths of a second. The Royals take 4 of the top 10 places. Armstrong's Kyle Sweeney is 4th. Then it's the girls' turn. Remember, girls' races are also 5,000 meters this year. Anastasia Korzanowski of Chanhassen rolls to the win. Her time is 19:18.54. 8th grader Brianne Brewster of Lakeville South is 5 seconds back. Renee Anderson of Hopkins places 3rd. Eden Prairie races to the girls' team title with Lakeville South in 2nd. Then it's Chaska, Hopkins, and Armstrong rounding out the top 5. Second-ranked Hopkins dominates on the boys' side with 21 points to blow away the field. Eden Prairie is 2nd, followed by Elk River, Armstrong, and Edina in the top 5.
In prep volleyball, Champlin Park was ranked number 1 in the most recent Class 3A state poll. They face Park Center on the Rebels' home opener. First set, and the Rebels get out to a big lead early. Sydney Hilley setting it to Jenay Alderson for the kill, and a 16-6 lead. A little later, it's Alderson starting with the pass up to Hilley, who sets up Alderson in turn for another kill in the middle. Champlin Park wins the first set 25-7. Not much different in the second set either. Hilley to Hannah Krimble, back to Hilley for the big hammer and kill. Champlin Park wins 25-4. They're up 2-0. Hilley gets another set assist here. Allie Miller dumps it over for a point for the Rebels. Champlin Park wins in 3. We'll meet the Rebels' Sydney Hilley later in our Sports Jam Spotlight. At the 32-team Southwest Minnesota Volleyball Challenge in Marshall, Lakeville South beat Prior Lake in a great 3-set final. The Cougars are ranked number 4 in Class 3A. Prior Lake beat number 1 Champlin Park in the semifinals, and then the Rebels lost to Wayzata in the 3rd place match. Those are the first losses of the season for Champlin Park. In the Tri-Metro Conference, Brooklyn Center played at Columbia Heights. First set, the Centaurs' Sandy Thompson delivers an ace serve, putting BC up 11-6. Later in the set, Thompson will pass it to Deja Gibson for the kill. Brooklyn Center wins 25-21. Second set, Maddie Gilbertson with an ace serve for the Highlanders. They rally to win the set 26-24 to even the match at 1-1. But the Centaurs were a little bit better this night. Christine Yang sets to Gibson for the attack and kill. Brooklyn Center wins the 3rd set 25-18. Thompson led the Centaurs in kills for the match as Brooklyn Center wins for the first time this season, beating Columbia Heights in 4 sets.
Back to soccer now. The Wayzata boys got to the championship game of the state tournament a year ago, losing to Anoka in the final. The Hopkins Royals hosted the Trojans on Saturday. Wayzata gets on the board on a penalty kick as Mirshad Harani calmly puts it away into the middle of the net. Wayzata leads the game 1-0 at halftime. Second half, a nice passing leads to a goal. McLean King sends it ahead, and Ethan Took is onside. He chips the shot past the Royals keeper for a 2-0 Trojans lead. And they ice it with a transition goal. Jason Lehman with the steal, and he springs Took, who sprints ahead of the Royals defense and puts a shot away. The Trojans score a 3-0 win over Hopkins. The Hopkins girls beat Wayzata last fall in the Section 6AA final, sending the Royals to the state tournament for the first time in school history. They lost some key players off that team, but hope to beat their longtime nemesis again. Watch this one. Wayzata's Claire Jones takes a shot. It's off the goalpost, but bounces off goalkeeper Jordan Petty and just crosses the goal line for a 1-0 Wayzata lead. Better luck for Petty this time as Morgan Turner makes the pass out front, but the shot hits Petty. Wayzata does add one more goal later. They win 2-0 to improve to 5-1-1. And John, the top-ranked Wayzata girls swimming and diving team beat number 2 Edina last week, 111-75.
Trojans won all 3 relay events and a number of individual wins as well. They are pretty good. Next up in our Sports Jam Spotlight, we'll profile an outstanding athlete setting her sights on a future Olympics. She is considered the top high school volleyball player in Minnesota, and there doesn't seem to be much dispute of that opinion. In this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, we meet a Champlin Park High School junior leading the Rebels to the top. Sydney Hilley's volleyball journey was almost over before it started. She had to be bribed into trying the sport early in elementary school.
My mom brought me to tryouts, and I didn't even want to go, but she said if I made the team, I could get a new pair of shoes, and so I got really excited, and I've been playing ever since.
10 years later, she is beyond good for her age.
for me personally, I always just say she's a once-in-a-lifetime player to coach for high school athlete. I've been fortunate to coach a lot of very talented players, but she's just something special. Her work ethic, her competitiveness, the way she leads, she's just a once-in-a-lifetime player to coach. So.
There isn't anything volleyball related she can't do. One of the best serves in the state, definitely a dynamic attacker. Her setting ability puts her hitters in one-on-one situations. She digs, but more than all the actual skills, she plays with heart and fire.
A hitter and setter for the Rebels, Hilley was a key player last season who helped Champlin Park reach the state volleyball tournament for the first time in 13 years.
Hilley attacks and pounds it home.
The Rebels finished 5th at state and are eyeing another trip in November.
We definitely want to go back there, but we're taking it game by game. This year the section got a little harder and our conference is still going to be hard, so anything can happen on any night. We have to be ready to go.
Last month, Sydney was the lone Minnesotan on the United States under-18 team that competed at the Youth Volleyball World Championships in Lima, Peru. The U.S. finished 2nd of 20 teams, and it gave Hilley a taste of her ultimate volleyball goal, to play in the Olympics.
It was unbelievable. Just to wear a USA jersey was incredible, but I was practicing with the best players from the country, and then I was playing against the best players in the world with amazing coaches, so it was an amazing experience.
Playing at that level might make high school volleyball seem like small potatoes, but not for Sydney. She loves to play for the blue and silver.
Oh, I'm so excited to play here right now. It's different. The level is definitely different. It's a little slower, but I love playing for Champlin, especially since I get to hit. And during club and international, I'm only set. So hitting really makes it fun.
Hilley came close to landing at a rival high school a few years ago because under District 11 rules, she couldn't play for Champlin Park until her freshman year.
I was thinking of going to Osseo. I had some friends that were going there. I played club with them, and I really wanted to play high school volleyball. I was actually really close to making that decision, but I didn't because I have friends here, and I don't know. I'm glad I stayed.
Aside from terrific natural talent, the junior also possesses an inner drive that few can match.
She's never satisfied with where she's at, and I've known her for a long time, and from the time she was a little one first starting, she wanted to be better, and she always saw that there was a way to be better and challenge herself, and whether it was getting an extra lesson or spending more time in the gym or staying after practice.
Champlin Park is ranked #1 in the state in Class 3A with a number of talented athletes. Right now, their on-court leader believes the Rebels can go a long way.
I think we have really high expectations for ourselves, and I think we can meet them if we keep working hard. Last year doesn't guarantee us anything, but we're ready to get there again.
The Rebels lost their first 2 matches of the season Saturday at the Southwest Minnesota Challenge, losing to Prior Lake in the semifinals, and then Wayzata in the 3rd place match. Champlin Park's next home match is Thursday against Coon Rapids. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Jay will talk more volleyball with the Heritage Christian Eagles. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. It's been a great start to the season for the Heritage Christian Academy volleyball team, ranked in the top 10 in Class A, and we're joined by a couple of their players and also Coach Tom Fuglestad, and we'll start with Jenay Fuglestad. And how exciting has it been to get off to this kind of a start and beat a couple pretty good teams along the way too?
Yeah, it's been very exciting, especially beating that 3A school last. So it was really great. It's a great start to my senior season.
I know you have a lot of names on your roster that have been there for a while. How much does that help to have people that know this system, know this program, and just have played a lot of varsity ball?
Yeah, it helps a ton. We gel very well. We've been playing together for quite some time now, and it really helps the dynamic of the team.
What would you say is the strong point on the court? I mean, what does your team really do well?
We're pretty strong everywhere. We've got a very good libero, a really good setter, a couple good hitters. So I'd say our hitting is a very strong point.
Certainly your team, your program has been ranked at times, but now I see in the top 10 in Class A. You know, how exciting is that, or is that not something you guys focus much on?
Oh, it's very exciting to be ranked high in our class, and it's especially for my senior season. I'm just so honored to be ranked high.
All right, best of luck, and good luck all season too.
Thanks.
And Bella Lien, we'll call you down here. How much fun has this been to, win some matches, and also beat some good teams like you have been?
It's great. It's so awesome, being a small school and being able to get out there and compete with big schools, like Centennial and other 2A and 3A schools. So
It's been good strength in this program for a little while now. Did you guys expect this season to be going like it is so far when practice started?
Yeah, definitely. You know, my freshman year, you know, coming up on varsity, we were definitely like, we have a really strong junior class, so my class, and a strong senior class. So, you know, we were really expecting this year to be, you know, kind of our shining year. So.
Are you thinking towards state tournament possibilities, or is it too early to be even thinking that way?
No, definitely, yeah. We're definitely looking for state, you know, and every practice, you know, we have that as our goal and our mentality, you know, to get to state and, you know, what will it take, so.
All right, Bella, thanks, and good luck this week.
Thank you.
And Coach Fuglestad, you've had some very good teams in these last few years, and how are you feeling about what you're seeing this year so far?
I'm very pleased with the start that we've had this year. You know, as Bella said, we've had some top 2A and 3A schools that we've competed against, and again, I'm very, very pleased. They haven't come easy. We've been tested in those competitions, and some have gone to 4 and 5 sets. But as a coach, I'm very pleased for that kind of adversity to make us stronger in the long run.
You've got your tournament coming up too. Tell us a little bit about that. Who are some of the strong teams coming in, and you know, what's the outlook for that?
You know, a couple of teams coming in are going to be Byron and Glencoe Silver Lake. Those two schools are off to some strong starts, and we'll have Providence and Mound West Tonka, Legacy as well, Carleton coming in. So we've got some good teams coming down here. So it'll be great competition from bigger schools as well.
Tom, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck in your tournament.
Good. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it.
All right, Tom Fuglestad, the head coach, Heritage Christian Academy volleyball team, undefeated entering this week. And again, they host that Eagle Invitational coming up on Friday and Saturday. We'll wrap up Sports Jam for you in just a moment, but first, our plays of the week.
On Olsen, throws it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by LaRose. Over Thompson with the kill, and Brooklyn Center has the win. Channel 12 is back with a new year of high school sports. Tune in for complete game action all season long. Collins to the end zone, touchdown, Maple Grove. Our games will be live on the web via live stream, and most you can catch live on Channel 12. Follow us on Twitter @12sports. And for a complete list of games, go to 12.tv.
Engelbrecht lines it up, fires, and scores.
Channel 12, your local source for prep sports.
Lace up your running shoes for the 2015 Autumn Woods Classic on Saturday, October 10th at the Elm Creek Park Reserve. Get full details at 12.tv under the In the Community tab.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Will, for example. His first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. He's learning production skills and now has access to cutting-edge equipment. He's working on local music productions, meeting new people, and gaining experience needed to produce his own show. Best of all, he's sharing his passion for music with others in his community. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
Our game of the week is a good football matchup as Champlin Park makes the short trip to Osseo for a playoff rematch from last season. Watch the Rebels and Orioles live at 7 o'clock Friday night on Channel 12 and 12.tv, or catch the weekend replays Saturday at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. or Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
And that's all the time we have for this week. Thanks for watching Sports Jam.
We'll see you next week.